Hi guys and welcome back to my channel Popcorn Reviews. I'm Farhad. If you're new to this channel then please smash that subscribe button now. And as promised, I am doing recommendations this week, and the film that I'm going to be reviewing and analyzing is the Malayalam film which is called Chola, which was suggested and recommended by one of my subscribers, Rizwan. So, Rizwan, if you're watching this, thank you so much for the recommendation. And sorry that it took so much time. If you've been watching my videos, you know my situation. So, quickly jumping onto the film, while I got the recommendation of this film, I realized that this movie was in my watch list for a very long time, and it had just slipped off my radar for some reason. And it is directed by Sanal Kumar, who had earlier directed S Durga, a movie that I had really loved as well, and a movie that I would wish to talk about on my channel in some other video. So, quickly jumping onto the film, Chola is a simple story about a adolescent teenage girl who, she goes on a trip with her lover without telling her family, and the only twist is that the lover has a person called boss, the someone who refers to as boss, who accompanies them to the trip. But this is just a start, and they have a turn of events which ultimately is not for the good. Basically, you can say, if I just have to reveal this much. And this is a typical vintage Malayalam story, vintage Malayalam cinema, I can say. Why I would say that is because this again has a very simple storyline, but a very interesting and a very layered screenplay. And I was again appalled by the IMDb rating, that why is this film, rated so poorly? I mean, it is just like a 5 something on IMDb, and which may have been a reason why it must have been on my back burner. But thank you so much to Rizwan for recommending this. And I would just go into a little spoilers, because there's no way I can talk about this film without divulging a little bit of the details. Chola, the credit to the writers of Chola, that they do not dive into the subject immediately. The setting is such that it opens with a lot of greenery, with a lot of clouds in a hazy atmosphere, which creates that ambience. And like some of the European movies that I've watched, there are long shots, where the characters are doing their stuff, and the focus is not on what exactly are they doing, but they are just doing whatever is intended of them without the focus being on them. So I think that was the style of filmmaking that I immediately latched onto. And here the slow and leisurely screenplay, just sets up the mood instantly. It adds a lot of flavor to it. You can immediately make out that there's something amiss, something is not right here, but you can't pinpoint. If some of you may be able to pinpoint as well, but you can definitely make out that there's something that is uncomfortable, something is not right. And to top it, in the almost I think 45 minutes or 50 minutes into the film, you see the couple, with the girl being a little reluctant, and just enjoying the beaches and enjoying the malls. But there is some uneasiness to it, which brings me to the start of the story, which had a small story which is being narrated by the grandmother to her granddaughter, where it was like um, about a virgin girl, basically. And I will get to that at the end of it, so that will be the spoiler here. So I will be discussing that as well. So immediately, after the beach scene, when the actual conflict takes place, it is deeply disturbing. It is deeply disturbing, in which the filmmaker opts for a technique of painting an image in your head rather than showing what is going on, which makes it even more terrifying. It is like, it just takes you aback, and while you are half expecting that twist, when it comes along, it is shocking. It just intrigues you. The entire third act that is there, that is fairly predictable. However, I think it was a very bloody kind of a final act, you can say. But why does that happen? It is probably because it zeroes back to the story that I was telling. So this part is a spoiler, so you can skip the next 2 minutes of the video and watch the rest of the film if you've not watched the film. Okay, so you can just watch the next 2 minutes, skip the next 2 minutes, and then watch the next part of the video. So here, I think the ending was such that it gave a it painted a picture of patriarchy that is going on in our society, you know, like the one who takes the virginity of you, that person owns you, you know, that is what the story had said. And that's when the daughter had questioned that what if, you know, the that whom do I belong to, you know, that person isn't there. It was on that context. So I felt that that was ingrained in the character of Janki, who was playing the protagonist. And Janki here just goes a little insane, I would say, because she has a conflict, because there's a person who has raped her and has taken the virginity of her, and there's a lover whom she consistently throughout, even after the incident, is just not on the same page, and in fact also hits him back, and, you know, is not very comfortable with him as well. So there's this conflict that is there, and the moment the lover kills the boss, the character of boss who had raped Janki, she then retaliates and kills him as well. I think that was the final eruption that had happened. Also, if you see in the pre-climax, you know that there are stones that are kept on top of each other in the river by Janki. I think that there are two ways to approach that. One was that it just showed her innocence at that age that was there, and the second thing was that probably that was the only time when she was alone and she was showing her creativity, where it displayed her undefined spirit, which the water doesn't make the stones fall, basically. So that is something that was also shown in that 2 minutes, in that night scene that was there. I think this is a very subtle yet brilliant piece of writing. I feel it's excellent writing, I would say. Also, the dialogues are minimal. Even if this film did not have subtitles, you would still understand the basic gist of it. Maybe not the layers of the film, but you would still understand the basic gist of the film. I think the BGM was again subtly used and blended well with the character. The cinematography was magnificent. I mean, I want to know, if in the comments, if you would like, let me know what was that place where the film was shot in, the mountains and the forests that were there. Was it Munnar? Because I've been to Munnar, but I can't recall. It was a very long time back. But please do let me know what place that is in the comment section, and I'll be happy to visit that place soon. Also, I felt the director, I think, has done a spectacular job. I think his direction was very European stylish, and the filmmaking style was very unique. He tried to create an image and made it a psychological kind of a drama, instead of, showing what is going on screen. I think also the performances are magnificent. Akhil, who played the helpless lover, was quite good, brilliant here. Joju George, I think, in another defining role, I think, was uh, terrifying, even in his moments of silence. And he was silent for most of the film, and that made it even more terrifying. I think that was something that really held that character and was just sent a shiver down your spine. And Nimisha, what a great actor she is. I mean, I first watched her in The Great Indian Kitchen, and I'll be speaking about that film as well. But she, I think, did a spectacular job here. You could, feel her pain in that wails that she did in the hotel room that was there. And it was so easy to go overboard with this character, but she was well in control of the character. Signs of a terrific performer. I think one of the best that we have in our country right now. So, do I recommend Chola? I highly recommend it. It is deeply disturbing. Please, viewers' discretion is advised. It is deeply disturbing, but still brilliantly dark. And I would like to again thank my subscriber Rizwan for, recommending this film. And thank you so much. I highly recommend this film. It is streaming on Amazon Prime. Please read my full review as well on my site, Popcorn Reviews with a double S, of Chola. The link of which is in the description box below. Please, if you're liking this video, please smash that like button. Let me know what are your thoughts on the film, and let me know any other recommendations that you would like me to review your recommendations. I would love to do that. It might take some time, but I would love to do that. And yes, lastly, please, please, please subscribe to the channel, press that bell icon. It helps a small creator like me. And also, you could follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Letterboxd. All the links are in the description box below. So then until next time, thank you so much.